mother, my wife. Nobody will stand there like the cowardly lion and the straw man and the tin man and Toto the dog when Dorothy had to stand before the Wizard of Oz shaking when he said, "Dare thou come against the Wizard of Oz," and scared them, and the cowardly lion ran. On that day, no man will stand there and hold your hand. You won't have a dog, a tin man, or no, you won't have anybody standing there. For on the day of judgment, you're going to have to stand before your maker all by yourself. And I came to tell you in this place, don't let nobody fool you thinking you're going to slip on a banana peel and slip up into somebody's rapture and be raptured away from going through. Ain't going to be no easy road. See, because they that enter and pass and escape and endure much tribulation, the same shall be saved. The race ain't given to the swift nor to the strong, but to the one that endureth unto the end. And when you stand before God, you're going to have to give an account. These modern churches, these jelly-back preachers that won't tell you the truth, these places where they sitting up fornicating and lying and stealing and singing in the choir, and pedophile preachers in the name of bishops having you kiss their ring in the image of the Pope, when God said in Revelations 18:4, "Come out from among them, come out of her, my people." And we sitting up influenced by a Pope and sitting up here where his own butler can no longer retain the secrets because there's such evil coming from that situation. It is the seat of Satan, the synagogue of Satan. Those are false Jews and not the real Jews. Jews are sanctified. They have their hearts circumcised. Jews are the people who are Jews spiritually, who are the chosen ones, who have the Holy Spirit on the inside. Are you hearing what I'm saying? There's coming to people that the Spirit of God is getting ready to come upon you for boldness. Life wants you caught up in the NBA finals and I watch it. Life wants you caught up in the who's going on here and what's going on there. But I came to tell you, it's time to focus. It's time to get our attention back on God. It's difficult, but you're going to have a prophet who's going to have to speak a word in your life to free you from chasing asses. Chasing asses is a distraction. It's got you in trouble. I better digress because there's some church folk in here that's getting mad. I'm sorry. I'm telling you right now, Vander Holyfield, I read this morning, one of the greatest heavyweight boxers, undersized heavyweight of our generation. Here it is. He was in the news today saying he might have to go to jail. You know why? He can't pay child support. You know why he's still fighting in his 40s, almost 50 years old? Because he loved the sport. The devil is crazy. And that's why he's fighting. He's fighting because he got to keep himself out of jail. Why? Because as a so-called professing Christian, Vander Holyfield couldn't keep his loins subjected. He couldn't tie up his loins. And he got 9 different kids by different women. And now what he's reaping, what he's sown is coming back. He's reaping what he's sown. I look like I'm boring some of y'all, but I'm not going to be soft and jelly back because you can't take a preacher preaching truth in your face. Too long you've been lied to. Too long folk done patted you on the back and told you it's all right to smoke. It's all right to drink. It's all right to sex. But I'm here to tell you that they don't love you and I do. Because you shall know the truth, and only the truth is what's going to set you free. I would still be messed up today if God didn't speak to me from a dormitory room in the University of Buffalo and sent me to a man from Kingston, Jamaica named Gladstone Blake, who stood flat-footed and preached the gospel with a Jamaican accent and told us that holiness was the way. Are y'all going to help me preach in this place? So now Vander Holyfield got to go to jail, or he's got to come up with money so he can keep himself from going to jail behind child support. Are you hearing what I'm saying to you? I'm saying right now, if the Jesus that you call upon is unable to change you, if the Jesus you call upon can't have you living right throughout the week, if the Jesus that you're calling upon can't help you love people and deal with the truth, if he can't help you change your ways, then that ain't the true and the living God. Because the Lord is that Spirit, and where the Spirit of the Lord is, there's a freedom. Whom the Son set free, whom the Son is set free is free indeed. I'm trying to tell you that you can get free from sin, but then you can become bound by self-assessment of yourself to the point where you're no longer bound by boyfriends and baby mama drama. See, you're going to find out as soon as you start getting free from external issues and you find yourself still bound up, you're going to realize realize real soon that external issues never had you. They were never your problem. Baby's mama was never your problem. Y'all ain't helping me here. The lies people said about you was never your problem. It was you. The problem is in you. That's why he delivers you from the inside out. How you gonna help me here? You have to have a change. You can't have a shake it. This isn't an external issue. It's internal affairs. You have an issue. You need to be delivered. There's a demonic force that is working in you. It's working in your mind. That's why Jesus told a religious guy who externally he had it going on. His name was Nicodemus in John the 3rd chapter. I mean, in the community, he was the upper echelon. In the religious sector, they respected him and called him rabbi. He was in the community, he was a hard worker. They respected him. But he came to Jesus by night. Why did he come to him by night? Because by day he was living reputation, but by night he was struggling with integrity. By day he was living in appearance that everybody thought about him a certain way. But you come a point in your life where you get tired of the lies. You get tired of the dualistic nature that is within you. You get tired of playing games. Oh, we want to change, but we need a power to help us change. How we need a power to help us live right. See, because Paul even said in Romans 7, when I would to do good, evil is present with me. Paul said the things that I should be doing, I'm preaching better than y'all looking at me. It's all good. But he said, the things that I should be doing, I'm not doing. And the things that I shouldn't be doing, I find myself doing. What's the problem, Paul? I find then another law in my members, working against the law of my mind. What does it do? It brings me into captivity. So what are you going to, how do you self-assess yourself, Paul? When I'm all alone in prayer, I look through God's eyes. So what do you say about yourself? Oh, wretched man that I am. What's the question? Who shall deliver me from this death, from this bondage? Answer the question. I thank God. That's Romans 8:1 by Jesus Christ. So now he that walketh in the Spirit is no longer bound to the flesh. So what happens is Paul realized that as long as he's distracted, as long as he's chasing asses, you know, asses wasting time when you're a king. You're a king, but they got you being an ass chaser. You've been chosen by God, but you're running errands looking for daddy's donkeys. You're looking for some stuff that stinks, that's stubborn, that don't matter, who will eventually work themselves back to where they came from. While you chasing them, they're finding their way back home. Are you running around chasing stuff that's going to work itself out? You're running around worried about stuff that you can't even handle. Jesus said, why worry? You can't add 18 inches to your situation through worrying. You're stressing over stuff because you want to stress, because you get the attention from people when you complain. And that's why you get mad at them when they stop stressing when you stress, because the controlling factor is your internal stress. Entire relationships are built on your stress. What do we discuss? Your God, which is your stress, your problem. Churches are built on, what's wrong with the mic? Turn it down. Churches are built on preaching to people's stress. They make millions of dollars in conferences loosing women every year, because nobody's told you that you can be free. Nobody's told you to stand fast in the liberty wherein Christ has made you free, and be not again entangled with the yoke of bondage. What they're doing is they're scratching the devil off of you, but ain't nobody snatching the devil out of you. And I come to find out this.